All right. Welcome, team. We want to get started. So thank you for joining on time. It's 8 p.m. and wow, what a precious time. We really value that. We are honored, we are humbled that instead of going to rest early, you've decided to sum up your day in this kind of style. And I want to assure each one of us that this is the best way of ending the day and ending the week. And for the sake of those who are seeing me for the very first time or are attending this session for the very first time, I would want to introduce myself. Kariuki Josephat is my name. I'm married to Pieros Cherotich, and between us, we are blessed with 4 young children, and we thank God for that. They are all young, between the ages of 12 and 5, going to 6. People wonder how within that short time do you get this number of children? That will be clear before we are through with this session, because the session today makes you successful in all ways, all around. Pieros was a high school teacher here in Nairobi with the TSC, the Teacher Service Commission. I was a full-time lecturer at Catholic University of Eastern Africa, here in Nairobi again. And not to preempt much, but just to give you some rough idea of what you expect, is that both of us today are retired. We were able to fire our bosses, never to be employed again, to live life in full, and we praise God. But success is not success until you help other people to be successful. So that is why we are proud to be the hosts of this session. And it's a big day. We have a lineup of wonderful speakers. The first one who will be taking us through the session is a well-versed leader in the opportunity. And I'll be asking her to take it from there in a few seconds. But thereafter, we are blessed to have a key person all the way from South Africa, someone that I listened to 10 years ago, and I changed my mindset. I decided I can no longer live an average life, and I was able to go for excellence. And we are honored to have him in the call. So without much ado, I will want to introduce the first speaker. I'm sure somewhere Pieros will be saying hi as we move on, but let's first get to the task. Our speaker, our first presenter is Lebanon Phoebe. She's one of the greatest beneficiaries, especially when it comes to health matters. So she'll be telling us about, teaching us about health and wealth. If you get one minus the other, then you don't live a sweet life. So we must have both. Be healthy so that you can enjoy your wealth. So how do we achieve the two? Phoebe, kindly, if you can unmute yourself, you can take it from there.
Wow. Thank you so much for this opportunity. As you have heard, my name is Phoebe. I am a mother of 4 between the ages of 19 and 1 year. I am a teacher by profession at the moment. And so I'm doing this opportunity part-time. I got an invitation, just as you have gotten an invitation today, to attend this meeting. At that time, it was not in such a platform, it was somewhere in town. And I honored that invitation by attending the meeting. When I attended the meeting, the presenter showed us several things. She showed us health. She showed us also how we can improve our finances. And also she showed us about lifestyle. For me, during that presentation, what stood out the most was lifestyle. The way they would show how we would travel, it really touched me. However, as I joined this opportunity, I also was a beneficiary in terms of health. My daughter had ulcers, and for a long time, we would be having so many types of medication because of her ulcers. She would go to school, but after a short while, we are called by the nurse to go and get her because her ulcers is out of control and she needs more medication and maybe some home care. She was more at home at some point more than she was at school, which affected her performance greatly. After realizing this in this opportunity that there's a solution for her problem, I introduced her to the products. Last year, she did her exam, which is her Form 4, and she did well. She stayed more in school than she came at home. She was so excited about some of the products that she would even call and say some of them are finished. Oh my.
Sorry, it seems we lost Phoebe there. But as she comes, Pieros can be taking it from there so that we redeem on time. Go on.
Wow, thank you very much, Josephat. I believe Phoebe will be back soon. My name is Pieros, and I'm so excited to be with you this evening. And 10 years ago, I had a few challenges as a teacher. I was teaching in high school, mathematics and physics. And I have a brother-in-law of mine who thought about me. He attended a training and thought about me because I had some health issue, and my health issue was on weight, which had really given me quite of a problem. I was weighing 124 kilos. And so when he heard about this, he decided to come and show me. And this is exactly what we are showing our guests today. And we've been told that our health is our greatest wealth. So I'm so excited that today I have a testimony, courtesy of what I was shown. Today we have been able to live a healthy life for the last 10 years. We've been able to enjoy so much, which we are going to be showing you. I'm just going to also be sharing my slides so that I can show you what happens. Because we have a mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place to live in. And it starts with you because your health is your greatest wealth. So I'm going to take us through health part, and then the next part will be taken over by someone else. So, okay, as we move on, your health is your greatest wealth. And we say that your health depends on three things. Your health depends on rest, the amount of rest or the quality of rest that you get. It also depends on how much exercise you have or you do, and also on the diet. And out of the three, we say that diet is the major one that affects your health, because you find that most of the time we eat the wrong kind of foods. And we are saying that every bite you take is either fighting disease or feeding it. So most of the time you find that what you can see there that I have projected, most of the time we are eating what feeds diseases instead of what fights diseases. So when I came into this opportunity, I was shown how I can fight diseases, and I discovered I've been feeding diseases so that I was able to get so much weight within a span of 2 years from 60 kg all the way to 124. So I was shown a recommendation by the World Health Organization. It's called the Wellness Triangle, and it shows how you are supposed to eat every day of your life. And how do you do this? You start with physical activity and weight management. You manage your weight and you do a lot of physical activities. Is really, really recommended. Every day we sweat. We do some physical activity and manage our weight. In food, we say that it's good to eat a lot of whole grains or unrefined grains. Most of us, we eat a lot of refined grains. When you miss out on whole grains, then your cells are not fed. So we say that whole grains provide us with the lipids and the sterols that feed our cells. Then apart from whole grains, we also need a lot of fruits and vegetables, which doesn't happen most of the time. We eat less. We always believe that fruits and vegetables belong to the sick or even young children. But just note that fruits and vegetables are very important. They improve on your immunity. And therefore, the World Health Organization recommends that you take between 5 to 9 different colored fruits every day. And then reduce the proteins. So you need to reduce on the proteins, about 20 grams of proteins. And if you must take proteins, you eat the healthy proteins. What do we mean? We are talking about white meat or leguminous plants, but not things to do with red meat or any other wrong proteins that we normally take. Then the last one is fats and sugars. Remember our triangle, as we go up, it is getting smaller and smaller. So we need to reduce mostly on the fats and sugars. And you find that most people are taking a lot of fats, a lot of sugars, so that we are taking sugar in all that we are drinking each and every day. So this is something very, very important. And instead of eating on the using the healthy wellness triangle, most of us, we do the one on the right-hand side. We reverse. We actually face it downwards. And it's like standing on your head. It's not possible for you to walk when you're standing on your head. So that is the unhealthy wellness triangle. We are eating a lot of fats and sugars, lots of wrong proteins, lots of fruits, less fruits and vegetables, less whole grains, and minimal physical activity and weight management. So when you look at the guy at the middle there, you can see he's smiling, but smiling not in a healthy manner, because we normally say he's smiling all the way to the grave. Why? Because he's eating the wrong way, a lot of fats and sugars, because you find that 300 ml of a soda contains about 13 teaspoons of sugar, and the body can only take 2 teaspoons. He has chips, he has the hamburger, and so what does this mean? It means that we get into what we call chronic diseases or lifestyle diseases. And these are diseases that come because of our lifestyle, including heart disease, cancer, diabetes, stroke, chronic respiratory disease, and even obesity. And this is highly on the rise. By the way, it is highly on the rise. A while ago, we had very few people die of cancer, but today, most of the deaths that we are facing us each and every day is due to cancer, heart disease, all these diseases that we know about. So when I was told about this 10 years ago, I had the issue of obesity and I was so stressed up, but I was given a solution. And that is why today on this call, I know most of us, we know sick people. You might be the one who is sick, or you also have a relative, you have a friend, you have a neighbor. You know, most of them, especially us in Kenya here, we do a lot of harambes, you know. We get to collect money for people who are sick or a funeral and all these things. So we can reduce the trend because there's a solution in a company called Neolife, which was started in 1958 by none other but our founder, Jerry Brassfield. And Jerry Brassfield was suffering asthma. You know, he was born with asthma. He grew up having a lot of challenges with his health. But at the age of 19, thereabouts, he got a solution through good nutrition and also supplementation. And when he got well after being very sick for a very long time, he decided now that he's going to spread the gospel to the world because many people are sick. So the company started in 1958 in the USA. So this is a US-based company. It came to Africa through South Africa in 1971. It came to actually South Africa next. In Africa, we are celebrating 50 years next year. And in Kenya, it came to Kenya in 1996. And if you are there and you have seen this today, it is you today. So the company is not only in Kenya and some countries, but it is in 56 countries around the world. So because it has stayed now for 62 years because of the values, which is absolute honesty and integrity, people are number one. They have products that work, which I'm just about to show you. Equal opportunity for all. Everybody is equal, and then long-range vision. So the first thing they did was to bring together a scientific advisory board, which is composed of top scientists around the world that look into what they manufacture. They are the ones who are involved in the manufacture, actually the research and the development of all the products. So even as you take these products, you are sure that they are natural and scientifically researched. So what is the solution? Because we go back to the triangle, the solution is found in this, the supplementation that the company has. But starting down there with physical activity, we are saying that that is your responsibility. Every day do some physical activity, but ensure you manage your weight. And I'm going to reach to that shortly. When it comes to whole grains, we have whole grain supplement that is manufactured by the Scientific Advisory Board of Neolife. It is called 3NN. It is 3-in-1. It is the whole grain of wheat, rice, and soya, which is the lipids and sterols that feed our cells. For fruits and vegetables, we have a product called carotenoid, which is able to boost your immunity by a very high margin, that is 7% in only 20 days. And then for proteins and dealing with the fats and sugars that we've taken, we have what we call omega-3 salmon oil plus, which is this oil from fish, which is made from salmon fish, to be precise. And so in this, you can see the capsules up there. We have the 3NN that feed our cells, omega-3 that balances our cells, carotenoid that protects our cells, and we also have essential vitamin and mineral complex. The 4 of them, they form a product called ProVitality, which is 4-in-1. And this ProVitality, you can see there, is a box. And in that box, there comes 30 of the ProVitality, of the 4 of them. So it's really great. And part of it is carotenoid complex, which is very critical during this coronavirus period. You realize that we are told that right now, like in our country, in Kenya, we are told we are in wave 2. And therefore, we are supposed to really get to ensure that our immunity is at its peak. And what ensures that is our carotenoid complex. So this is a product that everybody should have at home today. We have so many other products for immunity, like vitamin C. We have this gelated zinc and many others. So this is really key, and they are highly on demand. For weight management, we also have products that give you a new body and a better life. And I remember because 10 years ago, I was weighing so much and it was taking a toll on my health. So we have great products to make sure your weight is ideal, to make sure that you have the right weight. So we have Neolife Shake and Neolife Tea, and that is me before and after, before using the products and now after using the products. And I really thank God because I have been able to get back my good health. I used to have a lot of problems. I used to have colds every now and then, tonsils, and having a lot of weight means just thickness. And today I'm glad because the Neolife products have worked for me. We also have children's nutrition that helps the kids to develop well, including omega-3 salmon, very good for, it increases IQ scores in children. And we also have Vita Squares and also Vita Guard, which are also very good in getting the children to get the required vitamins and minerals in the supplementation. And Liquivite is a liquid one, which is composed of Vita Guard and Vita Squares, which is very good with children because they are with selected 3NN and carotenoids and even flavonoids. Neolife Company also manufactures herbal alternatives that help to actually fine-tune your systems, including what we call feminine herbal that is very good with ladies. It is able to balance hormones in women. So feminine herbal is really, really good with women. We also have women who have imbalanced hormones. They are at risk of getting cancers related to the reproductive system. So feminine herbal is a great product. Masculine herbal, on the other hand, is for men. It helps men to also get rid of any prostate challenges. It gives men a healthy prostate, and therefore it's very, very good for men. We also have herbal respiratory. We are told that the coronavirus affects the respiratory system. This is a great product for anything to do with allergies. We know people with allergies and all that. We also have aloe vera, which is a juice that is able to take care of all your digestive needs, including acidity in the stomach. Then we also have home care products. The company is also interested in taking care of your health as a wholesome. So we also have products that take care of your home, every corner of your home. We have if your car, your carpet, your clothes, you know, like G1 Laundry, you can see there. It is one that you use to wash your clothes. You only soak and you don't have to go scrapping. You soak and after some time you rinse. It makes work very easy. And many others for the utensils, for bed, everything. So we have them and they are really great. Then we also they say that the skin is the largest organ in the body. Skincare is actually one of the biggest industries around the world. And you realize that most of the skincare products that people have, they also have very harsh effects on our skin, and therefore even endangering the internal organs of the body. So skin is the largest organ in the body, and you have to take care of the skin. So we have wonderful skincare products which are age-defying, to mean they make you look younger for longer. I believe all of us on this call, about 100 of us, we all want to look younger for longer, isn't it? Yes. So make use of our organic skincare products, which are very well designed for your skin type. If your skin type is oily, we give you the products for oily skin. I'm excited because these products are totally changed the way I look for my skin. And sometimes I meet people and they tell me a lot of things because they knew me before. So they are quite wonderful and great. Try, because they are tested and proven. Then finally, we have the farm care range, which is able to take care of your farm. Today, we have insecurity with food because we have our farms are no longer productive. We've used a lot of chemicals in the farm. You know, the soil is very acidic. So Neolife was able to manufacture a product called Supergrow. We call it a wonder drop. It takes care of your farm needs. It is sprayed on crops. It's a foliar fertilizer, and it helps your crops to increase its yield 3 times. So you are able to increase your yield 3 times. So if you've been harvesting 3 bags, then after using Supergrow, you are able to get over and above 9 bags. That is 3 times your yield. So Supergrow can be used in all the crops, and I therefore advise anybody who is here who has a farm or who knows a farmer that they use Supergrow. And the good thing with Supergrow is that it also helps the other farm inputs to really work, the efficiency to go up. So all these products, because I cannot discuss one by one, I'm just talking about the ranges. And for those who are here for the first time, the person who brought you here can be able to give you more details on that. So through the Neolife products, you will feel better, you will look better, and you will live better. So it's really exciting. It's so wonderful. And again, it's not just about your physical well-being. The company of Neolife is also able to take care of your financial well-being. So there is financial and lifestyle success in a way that we are saying you are able to get an opportunity where you can get some part-time income. I believe all of us on this call, we have dreams in life. You may be having a dream of getting money. Right now, money is really on demand. I mean, people need money. We are having kids going back to school in January. We need money. Guess what? Neolife is able to provide for you that extra money. I know we are doing other things. You might be a teacher like myself. You might be a doctor. You might be a farmer. You might just be a housewife. And the good thing is that Neolife is an equal opportunity for all. You also may want to have a dream of driving a good car. You may have a dream of traveling the world. Who said that you were born in Kenya, you have to just stay in Kenya until you die? No, you can move around with your loved ones. You can also want to improve the house that you're living in. You want to get a better place, you know. And I'm telling you, some of these, when I was shown 10 years ago, I was so impressed, and I said, I'm going for my dreams. I had that belief in myself that we are going for our dreams. And we are glad because we've been able to achieve so much. So we are saying that for you to earn money, you come in 4 quadrants. Money comes in either as an employee. E stands for employment. SE stands for self-employment. And B stands for big business builder. And I stands for investor. So the question is, where are you in the cash flow quadrant? And where is this Neolife business taking you? So most of the people are on the left-hand side. Either you are employed or self-employed, whereby maybe if you are employed, you are depending on a salary, you get a pay slip, you get that money is never enough. You know, you cannot be able, if however much you work hard, there is a ceiling when you are employed. And also when you are self-employed, you do so much. But when you have built a very big business and you take advantage of the power of leverage, then you are able to grow, and then the investor, then you become an investor. So where is Neolife? Neolife is able to take you from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. And I'm glad because we are talking from experience. I believe when we were starting, we started as employees, just for being a university lecturer. Me, I was teaching in high school. And today, I'm glad because Neolife made us to go to the right-hand side. We were able to build a big business, huge business, starting small. And I'm just going to show you. So when you come into Neolife, we are saying you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. How? The company takes care of everything else. Logistics, distribution, you know, product supply. You even get a website and an app that is able to educate you on all that we have. And you can even build your business even outside Kenya. So what do? You partner with Neolife. How? You and Neolife directly, no middleman. We are used to middlemen, people who come in between you and the company. And I'm glad because when I was told about this, I knew that I've hit it well. Because when you are directly connected to the company, the agents or the brokers in the middle, the product becomes very cheap in the first place. And also, you are able now, when you get what we call points in Neolife, point values, which are able to pay you a bonus at the end of the month because you don't have anybody between you and the company. So how do you join Neolife? If you are in Kenya, I know we have people from outside Kenya. You pay 8,820 Kenya shillings. No other business starts with this little cash. I mean, this little capital. It is only in Neolife. And you're able to build a mega business, you know. So when I was told about this, I was shocked. How then will I grow with such very little capital? And if you are outside, it's about $88, yeah. And when you pay 8,820, you get a kit, which has an international license. Beautiful, because this license is applicable in all the 56 countries around the world. You get literature materials, you know, a lot of information. You get ProVitality Pack. You remember the ProVitality Pack. You get for a whole month, not just a day, a whole month for you. You also get points that pay you a bonus at the end of the month, and you get your own website. This is great. When I was joining, there was nothing like this. Today, things have been made so easy so that you just click on your website, you give other people to click on your website and learn what you're doing. And that is really very exciting. And free delivery, especially if you are in Kenya, it's delivered to you for free, the kit. So what will the ProVitality do? It will turn your triangle on the right side up, okay? So you get all that, and guess what? Here we say prevention is better than cure. So if you are healthy, what will happen? You continue to be healthy, you know? If you are sick, you start getting those nutrients that will reverse the problem, you know? So it is really great. So what is your work? Because we want to move from the left to the right-hand side. Your work is to use the products. So you use the products, you make your home a Neolife home. Like for me, I use for bathing, for washing clothes. You do, instead of going to the supermarket or the shop, the retail shop to buy anything, you buy it from your shop in Neolife because you've already, you are building your business. So this bonus will earn you, points will earn you a bonus at the end of the month. Number two, we tell you share the products, which will earn you points and also profit because you get discounted prices because there are no middlemen. Then you also share the opportunity and you earn more points. The advertiser is not there. And we give you free training. And so if you use the products and share, you are going to be a qualified distributor when you get about 100 points. And you are given a pin of a distributor. Then you are told share the opportunity with other people. And guess what? You start earning points. So if you share the opportunity with 4 people in your network, your friends, your relatives, you know, there are so many people who need our opportunity. And when you share with 4, you get 500 points and you become a manager. You earn about 2,500 Kenya shillings or $25 US. You are called a manager. When those people will also, that you bring, will also be taught or will be trained that they also use the products, they share the products and they share the opportunity. So when the 4 of them share the opportunity with other people, they also become managers. And in time, you become a senior manager. You earn about 25,000 shillings or $250 US, and you're given a pin of a senior manager. And then those managers will also help those distributors to also get members to get to manager. Then they also become senior managers. And finally, you become a director. You earn 90,000 or $900 US, and you're given a pin of a director. And this is the ladder. You start from distributor, you go to manager, you go to senior manager, you go to director, as I've explained. And that is not the end. When you reach director, you are told, help one person to be a director. You are called a Sapphire director. And this is where you now start traveling the world. The company is giving you incentives. When you become a Sapphire director, it means you have been able to help other people. You've empowered somebody to be like you. So you get about 100,000 Kenya shillings and or 1,000 US dollars on a monthly basis. Remember, our products are consumable. Help 3 directors, you call a Ruby director. And for Ruby, we have 1 Ruby all the way to 5 Ruby, 200,000 Kenya shillings or 2,000 US dollars. And when you have 6 directors, you call a president team member, and you earn 500,000 Kenya shillings or 5,000 US dollars. So it's really very exciting because this is where you start growing, you start realizing so much. And I'm so happy because Josphat and myself, we've been able to grow, and now we are president team members. So that is it on health and wealth. So I want to welcome Josphat back to welcome our guests.
Wow. Thank you very much. I believe Pierrot has made it very easy to understand. And well, for us, when we were shown the opportunity, it was not that detailed. Actually, personally, I didn't join because I understood. I joined because I wanted to understand. The fact is, I heard there is money, and where I come from, those who are Kenyans, you know, Kariokis, we are not allergic to money. So I decided to take it and run with it, and life has never been the same again. And before I hand over to the last speaker, our special guest, to close the meeting for us, I want to say this, that really, whoever wants to change their life, this is the opportunity. I thought I was doing very well that time by virtue of being a full-time lecturer. But ladies and gentlemen, in less than 5 years, I was earning more than 10 times in this opportunity than what the university was paying me. And I found myself firing my boss. I wrote a smart letter to the university. I thanked them for giving me the chance to teach there, but I requested that they release me, and I created a job vacancy for 1 lecturer. And for Pierrot, she had already left TSC after being here for only 7 months. What does that tell you? You can achieve your wildest dreams, but you must be willing to start the journey. We'll hold your hand. Today, the dreams that we had, we achieved. My biggest dream was to find myself driving a big car. You know, I'm tall. It's only that when I'm seated, you can't tell. I wanted a Land Cruiser, the latest shape, like the one that our president Uhuru drives, you know. And you know what? Outside here, that is the machine parked there. I had promised Pierrot these kind of things. I told her, when if you can only accept that I marry you, you know what? You'll never ever regret. But I had no means. Thanks to this opportunity, today I can drive her in that Land Cruiser. We are able to live in our huge house here, spacious, and do all the things that we wanted to do. And this has happened because of inspiration from such giants like the gentleman I want to bring on board. And I'm very humbled. He's one of our greatest friends. He actually, a few years ago, about 5 years ago, he came to my house right here where I'm running the meeting from. And I will never forget, he came to see our last born when he was just a few months, only 2 months. So he's such kind of a friend, all the way from South Africa. And when I grow up, I want to be like Mr. Mndu Mokoena. So I want to ask Mr. Mndu to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Take it from there, sir.
Thank you very much. Good evening to you all. Thanks for the invitation to your meeting, Kariukis. It's really a pleasure to be part of your team or of the superstars in the evening. To those who are in the meeting today, I want to say you are blessed for having been called to this wonderful, wonderful opportunity. I remember I was offered this opportunity 36 years ago. My name is Mduduzi, and I stay in Westville in Durban. Mokoena is my surname, and I have a family of, we are a family of 5. Is Fiki, my wife, then 2 sons, Linda, who is also in the business, and Langa, and then our daughter, Slindile. When I was offered this opportunity, I was working as a teacher in one of the schools in South Africa. My wife was a nursing sister. And I'm sorry that to those who are listening to our talks this evening, you will find that whatever we say is more or less common, because all of us started from small. We all started from a humble beginning, and the business grew us up, and it made us to be where we are today, of which that should be an encouragement or a motivation to all of you seated there, that no matter what you are going through in life at this point of time, you are blessed by being part of this meeting, because you've got to regard this meeting today or this evening as your birthday. This is your second birthday. The only difference now is that you are being born to become a millionaire now. And you are going to be a millionaire because we also are millionaires, which we were not before Neolife. The reason why I joined is that we were struggling at home. We were living from hand to mouth. I had debts which were covering my head. Life was not easy. It was very, very difficult. And I was living in a teacher's cottage, if you understand what I mean by that. But the person who was explaining presenting the business to me, as Pierrot has done to us. Oh, by the way, let's give a good round of applause. You did a very good, my baby. Thank you very much. That is super. Now, the person who presented to me, in his presentation, he said, I am offering you this business, which will make you differ from the norms of life. In life, this is what is happening. When people retire, 60% of them, they live on the grant from the government. 35%, they live on the insurance retirement annuity. And only 5% live on their fortune. And when he said that, he then asked a question and said, where would you like to be in these three sectors? Of course, I was quick to say, oh, I want to be amongst the 5%. The reason why I chose the 5% is because I believed in myself. I did not see myself as a failure. And I knew that in whatever I do and wherever I go, I will be going and doing not by myself. The God will be there, giving me all the power and the strength to make me achieve what I want to become in life. So I am challenging you this evening. You are not alone. Have courage. Fear is not something that was designed by God. All those who fear are not God-driven children. You have got to understand, God is there to make you become what you want to be, as long as you hold him tight and have him to be a light in front of you. So if you do that and you get into this business that we are calling you into this evening, I promise you, 5 years, 10 years to come, you will be talking like us. You know, another thing that happened was, because life was so gloomy at that time, it wasn't looking good. Even my prayers at that time, I lost hope completely. I did not want to see the future of my children becoming bad. So my prayers were always saying, God, please take me before I see this disaster that is coming. Those were my prayers, because I had lost hope. There was nothing that was giving me any hope that this thing will go better, because we were not eating the food we wanted to eat. We were not, when I got into a supermarket, instead of buying tastic rice, I would be looking for a broken rice. I would always look for something that is going to be equal to the amount I have, which I know was not good for my family. And I say thanks to Neolife, because when I was given Neolife and I grabbed it and I went, hey, things started changing. The first thing that I did, which was a quick money-making sector, is that one of going around recommending the products to my friends, to my colleagues, to my neighbors, to my relatives, because I wanted money that I would see immediately. And believe me, that kind of money is called a retail profit. If you are looking for money that you're going to see quickly, focus on the retail profit. When I focused on the retail profit, going about recommending the products, and believe me, the products work. You recommend to a person, the person starts using the product. In no time, that person will bring referrals to you and say, I got this product from so-and-so because I don't have them. Remember, what is good with our products, they are not obtainable from retail outlets. So you know very well that whoever you sell the product to or you recommend the product to, that one will be a lifelong customer, lifelong user from your business. So by so doing, I settled all my debt. I started saving in the money in the bank. That took me only 1 year. I had already saved money in the bank. That was enough for me to stop going to work. I don't say you have to stop going to work when you join our business. But what I'm saying to you is that that's what I did. And when I did that, I started giving more time to the business, and my relatives, my friends, my colleagues were around. When they see me doing that, they said, my goodness, there's something good that this man is doing. Then they started joining me. The results that I showed them made them so eager and so willing to come and be part of my business. And that alone made me get so many people that to develop 6 directors did not take me long. And in fact, we started in 1983, December, and in 1988, I was a 5-diamond director. I had climbed all the ladder. Why? It is because people don't want to be left out. When they see you achieving, they also want to be like you. And I tell you, I started showing, making sure that I'm a living proof of this opportunity. And as I am a living proof to you guys in Kenya this evening. I am not saying you are going to be in business today, then in about a month's time or a year's time, you're going to be a millionaire. No, you are going to be on your journey to become a millionaire. How long it will take you, it will depend entirely upon you. But you now have an opportunity that can make you become what you want to be. And today, I drive a car of my goal. I drive my dream car. I stay in my dream house. The money I have in the bank, I can't tell you how much it is, but it's only the bank manager who always tries to remind me that I have a lot of money in the bank, because whenever I get to the bank, instead of staying in the queue, a security guard will come to me and say, excuse me, sir, Mr. So-and-so, that is the bank manager, would like to see you in his office. When I get to his office, before we start any chat, he will say, Mr. Mukwena, would you like to have tea or coffee? My goodness, that makes me pinch myself, because I always know that when you get into the bank, you get in the bank to either to withdraw money or to deposit money, not to drink tea or coffee. But because of Neolife, I today get into the bank. Before I do any transaction, I drink tea or coffee. So you must know and understand that this is the opportunity that takes you to that kind of life. And I want you to know and understand that if you want to really be successful doing this kind of business, the leadership in JustFat and Piros is your greatest leadership. They are there to make you become like them. They are not there to harm you. Therefore, you must embrace them and make sure that you work with them entirely, no matter at what level you are, even when you have reached their status and you are equal. But you must always know that the people who have put you to where you are, it's them. Hold hands. I have seen a lot of teams, a lot of people losing this wonderful opportunity because once they are upgraded to even just a Sapphire Director level, they then tend to be working against the leadership that brought them into a meeting for the first time. That destroys them completely because the knowledge, the know-how of the ins and outs of this business, you still don't know them when you are a Sapphire Director. You still don't know them when you are a Ruby. Hold hands to your president's team members. They are there to make you become like them, if not better than them. And once you do that, that is when you start enjoying the beauty of the meeting that they've put up this evening. I want to end up by saying the way things have been in our home right now, even the Neolife brought so much hope, so much excitement for the future in such a way that my prayers have even changed. Whenever I pray now, I always ask God the Almighty that please give me one more year. If my time has come, I'm pleading for another one more year because life is good at Neolife. I can't just leave it like that. So if you really are serious in making sure that you want to see your children grow up to adulthood, hang in and make sure that you do the business in the right way, using the products that Pierre Rose has given to us, making sure that we follow the wellness pyramid from the World Health Organization. Once we do that, we are going to be having a future that is unbelievable. The leadership that we have at Neolife nowadays is so good that we know Neolife has been around for 62 years. They are still going to take us to the next 62 years. And all we are saying, we would love to enjoy those years with you. Today, you have been brought to this meeting. You have got nothing to lose by being part of this Neolife family, but everything to gain. Believe me, I am saying to you from the deepest part of my heart, you've got everything to gain through the Neolife opportunity. All you've got to do now is to have faith and know that you shall be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Leadership is there to guide you. The company is there to make sure that they keep providing you with all the necessary tools. And nowadays, as Pierre Rose has said to us, it's so simple to do this kind of business because we've got a technology that has never been there before. And you in Kenya, you have no excuse because you are taught this technology from an early age. If I can do it from a South African country where even at high school we were taught nothing in terms of technology. And today, whenever I use technology, it's the technology that I learn from the young ones, those who are now early in schools. and yet I am successful. How much more you who has more knowledge, better than me? You are going to fly, believe me. All you've got to do is to grab it and wait for your turn. I want to thank you, and I want to wish you everything of the best. And I want to say to you, I am looking forward that in the near future, you will be saying, Mdu, I was in that meeting where I was a guest. Today, I am a leader in the New Life family. Thank you so much, Jasfat Imperius, for having invited me. I want to thank the guests. I want to thank the distributors for having listened to my talk. I so wish it has helped some of you to make a good and a better decision for your future, because the future at New Life is bright. Stay home, stay safe. God bless.